Oh. Farewell, 2023. Greetings, 2024. It is the first stream of the year, the second day of the year, the 2024. Oh my god, Doc, how many of these freaking points do you have, dude? Goodness, man. How do I turn off these redemptions? Many? Oh, we'll see about that. Let's see. Oh, man. Let's go to chatbot. User management. Dr. Boo. Modules? Chat alerts, roulette, emote combos, live announcements, viewer queue. Oh my goodness. Counters? No. Settings? No. Alright, this is quite obnoxious. Let's turn that down. That's obnoxious. Yeah, so today was my first day back to work, and I forgot I just rejected redemptions from 3 years ago. Oh no. How do I change this? I forgot how bad the what do you call it? The post holiday like comeback is. Oh, here we go. Just trying to take care of some things here. I don't see how I can change the redemptions. I'm using Twitch channel points. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, for freak snacks, dude. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh, why did I do this? Oh, I need to... Oh my gosh. Oh, no. I've got too many... Dang it, man. Alright. What is this song? This is garbage. Soul Sanctum from Hollow Knight. Alright, this is fine. 10 push-ups. May as well do it now before the failure of Path of Exile starts. There's a good point for me to do it. Here? Like here-ish? Yeah. Not gonna lie, those were a little crunchy. Just a little bit. Alright, let's get into the game. Enough goofing around. I've played a little bit today. And boy oh boy, let me tell you. I've been dying. Kind of a lot. Alright, Spotify. Whew, I have been dying a lot. So much so that I hit level 90. I haven't gotten more than 30% of the way to level 91. It's been pretty rough. And I don't know if I really want to do any upgrades. Because I don't know if I can afford them. I don't want to spend too much. Like, this is supposed to be my league starter currency generator. So I can get my boss killing build going. If that's ever going to even be a thing. I'm just in the beginning of red maps. I think I just finished T11. I asked Scavi earlier today for some help filling out my map tab. And I was like, yeah, man, anything you could give me would really be helpful. I don't have a ton. I needed all of the 12s, 13s, 16s, so he gave me all T16s. Like, I can't run these yet. Died twice, once in the Wildwood, just getting 2 swords. I don't have any gems set up yet to make me good. Well, I'm not going to be like Billy and just admonish you for having bad luck. If you need any help with gear or anything, if you need a loan, I'm happy to help. Overall, like, things have been going good. Like, I've been dying a lot, but I think I'm kind of like resigned to like maybe never hitting level 91 right now, and that kind of just makes it a little bit more chill. Like, as long as I can complete these maps within 6 tries, it's pretty good. I'd really like to have these maps. I don't want to spend any time on stream like buying maps, because that's a freaking waste of time. But I would like to do what we can do here. I'm tempted to... Oh, this is a good map. I'm tempted to do some heist. I haven't touched heist at all. Which, you know, is kind of a thing. I also haven't been checking Kirak. This is interesting. Okay, so I'm not gonna run this map yet. Let's run this map. Oh, no. Let's try this. This is a 13. This would be the highest tier that I've done, if I recall. But we gotta also get the unique maps done for points. So why the heck not? Okay. Oh, there's a lever here. Okie doke. Was this the one where you have to backtrack? Oh, hi there, buddy. Ow. Okay. Hallowed ground. Alright, I'm just gonna run, because I was not damaging that fellow. Okay, you're gone.
Catch my breath.
4 monsters remain. Oh, is the whole idea like we have to not run into the big mean guy? I wouldn't mind finding a flask. What flask is it that I want? I can't remember the name. A sapphire flask. I would not mind finding a sapphire flask, because I changed out my chest piece today without, like, with haste. I changed it out and my resistances are not maxed out. I'm still having to use a dang amethyst flask for my chaos res. So even with that on, I'm still not maxed. Where is this? Okay. Why does it still say 4 monsters? I like the music changes, that's cool. Too far away. Give me loot. Or give me death. Really just give me the loot. I don't really want to die. Okay. That was a Vol Architect. Alright, let's see if that was it. Okay, now we're doing damage. Nice. Got a reef map. Okay. Some maps. Alright, so right now I am spec'd a little bit into Harvest. I've got maps, actually quite a bit in Harvest. I've got my incursion here so that I can get increased upgrade tiers and some delirium. Because there's a farming method where it's actually pretty good. You can get a delirium orb and bring it over here, and you can change it to something else using blue juice. And skittering delirium orbs right now are going for like 60C, maybe 55C, 58 now. It's going down in price, but it's still way worth it. So I mean, it's certainly it's worth it. So the idea is that you do the delirium mirror, you get a drop or two maybe, and then a harvest also spawns in there, and you can get more blue juice, and then go in and change it to what you want it to be. But that was pretty cool. Thank you, Kirak. I needed that. Does he have anything else here? I've done all the yellow maps then. Good. And the rest, okay, and I haven't existed long enough for the red maps to be there. I haven't unlocked the Searing Exarch yet. Delirium, yep, we'll do that. And now I think we can run Necropolis here. And I'll just run it without any influence here. So when I get into the map, I'll do the Wildwood and like try to talk you through it a little bit, Doc, just to hear my own voice. But I think, I feel like I did a pretty decent job explaining it via text in Discord. But here I can show you also. So here's my primalist ascendancy. So you start here, and you can pick these if you did war cries or anything like that. But you come on down, and you get more wisps. And then this is where you get your backpack, the rucksack. And so, like, you'll meet the primalist person in the woods. She'll give you a task. It's like kill 700 monsters in the Wildwood. And then once you do that, you get ascendancy points. I think 4, honestly. So you'd be able to allocate these to here. And then there's an empty slot here, empty slot here, empty slot here. These are charms. So I've got this charm that gives me strength and intelligence with mana reservation of efficiency of skills. And this one's chance to suppress spell damage. So it's extra charms that you can, basically extra jewels that you can add to your build. I don't think I can see the other ones that are available. I wonder if they're in Path of Building. Let's see. Yeah. So then, also sounds not likely to survive this league. I can see it kind of going like everyone thinks that Tota is, that it'll skip a league or two and then end up in standard or in the core, in core game. So this guy, the Magi, he's got things where More wisps. Tinctures. He's got the tinctures, which are kind of interesting. And then this one is where you can get, I think this is the one I did first. Maybe not. No. This isn't the one. That's a good point, Doc. Yeah, they're probably going to use the next few patches to experiment. Oh, here it is. The Oath of the Magi. 50% elemental resistance if you have an equipped helmet with no socketed gems. 25% increased max life if you have equipped gloves with no socketed gems. 30% increased movement speed if you have boots with no gems. So there's a lot there to help you level up in the beginning. Something to think about. But all right. Oh, and look, we have a delirium mirror. So I'm going to do the wildwood first, so my delirium enemies can be affected by the wildwood. So I'm standing here, and I feel pulled in one of these two directions. I can go in both, but so we're collecting blue wisps. So these are the blue wisps. So I'm going to kind of follow this wisp trail and look for monster spawning and kind of head in their direction. How do you reset it once you are done? I think you just have to visit another... Yeah, you just have to end up running into one of the other NPCs in the wood and choosing their ascendancy. You may have to start over, like instead of if you had 2 points with the Magi, you may not, those may not transfer. I don't know. I doubt they do, but yeah, it's free basically. Yeah, because I did that. I did the Magi first, and now I'm Primalist because I have the backpack, which has come in handy. Alright, so I'm just looking. Here we got some monsters here, so I'm going to try to follow the trail. There's a dead end. Alright, that's the exit. We ran out of time. A really crappy experience here. So 600. So the monsters outside will take less damage and have increased critical strike chance and multiplier, but they could potentially drop more currency items. And it's only the ones that say that are empowered. It's not every single monster.
You will be remembered as a traitor and a tyrant.
Alright, hoping for something good. Oh, we got currency. Loot type. Is that a Parandus? Yo, where are all my mines? Come on, blow up. And I'll take that, thank you. Oh man, this is a really crappy map too, man. This is bad. Like, just the layout of this thing is rough. Go through here. Ooh, fossils. And there's a harvest here. Excellent. So this is like a perfect scenario of what I was saying before I did this map, when I showed my atlas. Oh, I knew I was gonna run out of time. No, no, no. Yeah, that's it. Ooh, a perfect fossil. Nice. Not amazing, but certainly not the worst. Alright, we'll do the Abarak. I don't know how to say that. These guys can be real scary. The level 3 guys, when they're like this guy primal empowered, they can be ultra scary. I've gotten absolutely melted by them before. It's really embarrassing. He's not primal, so that's good. He would not have died that easily if he was. And we've got another Abarak. Okay, I'm done. Abarak. I said I was done, and I lied. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ooh. Having a good time, yes. I haven't invested enough into Harvest where I'm getting really, really, really good drops for Life Force, but it adds up. All these little onesie twosies add up. Yeah, that's not... Okay, never mind. 500 Vivid. It seemed like I got a lot less than that. That's a pretty good haul then. 500 Vivid. I might be at a point where I can make some cash selling. I don't... I literally killed that boss with my Frostblink. I don't remember putting the Maven on here, but that's okay.
Destroy the danger.
Oh, hush. Nobody likes you in your memory game, Maven. I don't want to hear it. Now, normally, I mean, obviously, there's really no real incentive to finish the map, but because of the empowerment and the fact I need maps, it doesn't hurt to kind of run and clear everything and make sure everything is out of the way. Still more than 50, so I'm gonna... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Superior Unleash. Where are my mines? Alright, 22 monsters remaining, so I'll just do this little corridor. I'm not going to go hunt for 2. That was very successful. I enjoyed that. That was good. 32%. Nice. Alright, let me do a dump job here. Alright. These are gonna go here. How am I doing on like... Oh, 30... Almost 3,600. That's 150 chaos, dude. Ooh, mama. Even the purple, 4,600. That's 180 chaos. Oh, that is juicy McMuffins. What? You don't want juicy McMuffins, trust me. They get all soggy. Okay, the orchard. No, you do not. I'm glad somebody has sense and agrees with me. Players cannot regenerate. I'm gonna reroll that because that's kind of scary. And it doesn't matter. Cannot leech, gain an endurance, increased life, area of effect, chaos res, elemental res. Okay, that's not too bad. Do I have any cartography scarabs? No, I don't want to run cartography scarabs. I do need to figure out, so I still need, okay, I need anything here? No, I need Colosseum. Colosseum, so really I should run Burial Chambers and Volcano. Okay, and Volcano, okay, I can run these. Alright, let's start with this one, and I'll alch it. Monsters are hexproof. I'm literally using Hexblast, so that's going to be a no for me. Okay, yep, that works. And then let me check scarabs. Do I have anything? Do I have a cartography? I've got this one. I'm going to have to invest in some cartography scarabs, I think. I don't really want to do it on stream, but I will if I have to. Because I really need the map sustain. But let's see what holds in stock for us in the Volcano. Eventually. Here we go. Alright. Oh boy.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Let's go. Yes, give me the blue juice. Blue juice, please. Statue of the goddess. Which goddess? We have a lot of blue wisps here. Oh, there's another event here. So this right here is considered a quote-unquote event. From what I saw on YouTube yesterday, there's like a maximum of 4 that you can encounter in one instance of the Wildwood. There's a strongbox one. There's a harvest one. Beyond. I think encountering the NPCs is considered an event. So we should start to see some pretty decent currency drops. Ideally. Oh, Wall Orb, that's helpful. Another harvest. Yes.
This way, Exile.
Alright, not there. Yeah, I'm at the point, I'm not even going to do it unless it's got the tier 3 monsters. Like, yeah, this is a harvest, but I don't think it's going to be worth my time. This one would be good. No, not primal. Okay. Really not that great. That one harvest got us 159. Alright, and it's just not worth, you know. If it's not gonna spawn the monster that you get the currency from, then why even bother? I gotta be careful frost blinking too. I keep forgetting on maps that have like elemental reflect that I don't do elemental damage unless I'm frost blinking, and I have died more times than I'd like to admit by frost blinking into or out of a group of monsters. Ha 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 ha. That was close. You know what's funny about like starting the early end game after you beat the campaign and like you want to make upgrades but you can't because you don't have any currency, is it really just takes one drop to make the difference. You know, like for Billy it was a Voidborn reliquary key that he was able to sell for, you know, some chaos and get his bank account going so he could buy some upgrades. I think for me it was a literal divine orb. Like until I found my first divine orb, I was struggling. I'm still struggling, but I was really struggling because you just don't find chaos. And I wasn't really getting any crafting materials, which I guess technically, you know, if you're not finding good drops, you could craft something if you were really good. But I'm not, and I wasn't like getting a lot of essences or anything like that, so it was kind of just a whole lot of meh. That's what I was trying to get trade to work. Oh yeah. Did you end up getting it to work, or are you... Let me just see how much a tabula. Last I saw, the tabuli was 14C. Nope, still nothing. Oh shoot, you know what? How many monsters? 16 monsters. I wasted my cartography. Scarab. No maps dropped. Garbage. Of course, everyone starts replying at the exact same time. Alright, I got one for you, Doc. There you go. Now you can never say I never did nothing for you. That's what I tell my kids when I do one tiny thing for them. Like, well, now you can't say I never did anything for you. Leave me alone. Go to your room. You don't have to go to your room, Doc. That sounds about right. Look at this. In this little tiny section, we've got a delirium mirror and a wildwood and a harvest. Alright, let's skip that. Let's go into the wildwood. And I'm feeling drawn to this way. Superior double strike. There's a useless skill nobody uses. Thank you. So these little globes here give you more time in the light. Or in the darkness, excuse me. Oh, we found a harvest. Where's the center of it? Usually that, maybe that's just wisps. I feel like that should have been. Sounds not bad, but overly complicated. It's really not. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe you just have to do it. Like, it makes sense to me. I like it. Once I understood, like most things, once you understand it, I started to like it a lot more. Just like Betrayal. You know, I didn't understand it and I didn't like it. But now that I understand it, I kind of like it. Sometimes there's these little special altars and stuff here. Like this one will recover all, you know, you can read it. But I found one earlier today. It was like, it said, slain enemies grant 300% experience gain, but they don't drop anything. And I accidentally clicked it. And I was like, oh, you idiot. I don't need the experience. I'm not going to make it to level 91. But I will say, I gained a lot of experience. In one map, I gained a ton of experience. But I died like 3 times, so it didn't even matter. I just mean, as with all things, it is not newbie friendly. And I feel like it's not very early game friendly. And it really, like it should be. I feel like in the early game, you could really make good use of it. But you have to have a pretty decent build. But at least you could try it, and there's no penalty for dying. You know, you don't lose 10% of your XP for dying while you're leveling.
This is your eternity.
I should have done the harvest before doing the delirium. That's my mistake. So what dropped down here? What dropped?
Just need a moment.
Not important. Oh, we've got currency rewards. We gotta go. Defeat a rare monster affected by all 3 wisps. Oh, good. Sweet. That was totally on random. But that's good. I like completing the random one. Oh, wow, that guy. Oh my gosh. I'm not even going to look at that right now. I have to go back and do the harvest anyway, so I'm just going to focus on killing a bunch of things. And then I'm going to have to go back to the beginning, and I'll loot along the way. The golem's still alive, good. Well, and a legion. Oh my goodness. I can't read your thing right now, Doc, because I'm trying. Oh, damn. I found these in the mudflats, like 2 stages into Act 1 or whatever. Oh, okay. Oh. What did I just do to... Okay. There we go. Damn. Is Delirium still active? Okay, let's keep running, keep running. No, no. That's the one that we needed anyway. That's a free 50C right there. Nice. Alright, now I can stop and loot. Maybe I'll go kill the boss first, and then I'll just make my way back.
Destroy the danger.
get it? Ooh. I'll get it all when I come back. I'm coming back for everything. Don't you worry. There's too much good stuff here. This is a big map too, man. Dang. That was a mistake. I saw, oh man, I saw the altar there, the shrine, and I still frost blinked right the heck into it.
Just need a moment to.
I'll take the defenses. Smoothly, I know. I'm just the best. I'm the best at this game. Alright, he's got he's got yellow and blue empowered. And he died that quickly. Defeat a map boss afflicted by at least 2 wisp types. Alright, good. Alright, now the looting begins. Pretty much anything that gets picked up by my loot filter is worth picking up and at least looking at. I changed to an uber strict the other day, yesterday maybe. So there's not quite as much. I still would like to be picking up like stacks of scrolls of wisdom. I should update my filter to allow those to show, but alas, I'm a little bit too lazy for that right now. Sometimes playing this game is like being a streamer. I say that. I use that term very lightly because I am not a streamer. I am a human who streams. But, yeah, there's like this toss-up of, do I want to play the game? Or do I want to do some of the stuff on the back end that will help me to play the game later? You know, do I want to stream, or do I want to make better overlays, or tweak my alerts, or, you know, record a YouTube video? That's right, I totally forgot there was a Legion here. Bold claim. Oh, you know what? Touche. Touche on that, Doc. I apologize. It won't happen again. I still like Legion too, you know? I think there's a lot of potential in Legion. I never really got the profit from Legion, though. Like, I enjoyed it for what it was, but, you know, there's a lot of videos on YouTube where people like, use Legion to get billions of real-life dollars of currency. Like, I never got that, and I was pretty well spec'd into it last League. And it just never really came to fruition for me. When I hear the extent some people min-max this game, it's hard for me to feel like that. Yeah, I agree. Like, and there's, you know, there's tons of videos on
Just need a moment.
ways to min-max your Atlas and all this stuff. I'm like, you know, I just want to have fun. And yeah, I do get, you know, comparison, jealousy of seeing these people make dozens of divine in a single map. Like, yeah, okay. I wish that was me. I wish I could do that. But at the same time, the amount of time investment into getting there, and then not just like the knowledge of it, but actually then doing it, like that's a lot of work, man. I have a hard enough time keeping up with what I have right here. Holy moly, that's a lot of drops. So I imagine most of these dropped because they are decent crafting bases. Like that wand might be interesting to craft on. And maybe that's it. I killed all the monsters too. Hi, I would like to buy your enduring mana flask. Okay. Wow. Never thought I'd see the day where I'm selling a mana flask. But it's got that, I put that suffix on it that you can, it'll overfill basically. Alright, while I'm here, let me dump some of this stuff. That was a lot of stuff. Wowie, get out of my. Doo-doo. Okie dokie. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I think I saw he's got all 3 empowerments. That was one. We got 400 yellow juice just from that one monster. Well, I guess that one crop. It was two monsters. And that guy's blue empowered. Whew. Artillery ballista, I think. Is that one that people use? 12% quality. What if I made it level 20? It's still not worth it. Okay, never mind. I thought there was a build that uses a ballista. Maybe it's siege ballista. And he is blue enabled as well. Gone. Yellow, yeah, we'll go with yellow. That's another one that's all 3. Ooh. 545 yellow juice. That was a good harvest. That was a really, really, really good harvest. Wow. Excellent. Excelente. That's fractured burning damage. That's not good. Every 6 socket that I get, I try to hit it with an orb of fusing just to see if I can get lucky and get it 6 linked. I need to do it with this one. There's an achievement if you get it. When did I get a cassia oil? Interesting. I don't remember that dropping. Another one. I haven't done a blight. Maybe someday. It happened to Sickle. While he was still playing, while he was still part of the Discord. Like, I know this is garbage. Horrendous. This one's not any good. Is that Praxis? It is. Last league, I was collecting Praxis rings just because they were dropping so much. I was like, I wonder how many I can get, and I got so many of them. It was insane. It was pretty nutty. Let's look at jewels here. Any other jewels? Yep. Okay, totem damage. No, that's no good. Attack damage. No. Increased chaos damage. No. Flask duration. No. Man. Not even one worth it. Do they stack? Oh, they do. What is this coral amulet? I've never seen this before. Ikiaho's Promise. No. Okay, I don't see anything else worth anything here. Don't even get a ton in return, but somehow I got an alchemy orb out of that, so that's fine. Okay, we did that. Do I still need to do the... Oh, Coliseum, I got one. Oh, sweet. Level 90 and 50%. Oh, man. Ooh, do I want Maven or Eater of Worlds? Let's do Eater. Eat it! Crimson Temple. I think the... Did I say... Let's see... Okay, this isn't too terribly scary. If the map has been too scary, there's been a few I've had to skip the Wildwood because it was a little it was scary. All right, so here's one of the NPCs. So these are those tinctures that Billy was talking about. They have different things you can do. You apply it to your weapons. Only one tincture in your belt can be applied to your weapon at a time.
trust the wisps.
Yeah, this is not a good one. I'm coming into a lot of darkness. Yeah. Oh. All right. That was a nice little way to end it. Fun times. Wow.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
That was a lot.
Destroy the danger.
We're getting a lot of map drops. Look at this. None of the ones I need, probably. But a lot of them are red, at least. Let me at least... Who's the boss here? Is that Piety? That was super easy. Okay, now we can go and investigate the enemies here. Jeweler's orbs, but alright. Man, it still, like, kills me that I'm doing so much damage, but if you sneeze on me the wrong way, my dude is dead. Like, such a glass cannon. Remain. It may not be worth hunting down every single. Look at all those maps I got. Holy moly! I've seen a few builds like that. Yeah. 60%. Gain attack speed when you kill a rare. That could be garbage. 3% of damage is taken from mana before life. Alright, I could probably get a little bit for that. There are some builds that are literally 1 HP. It's like 1 HP and a crap ton of like energy shield, but their life is literally 1. Like if you get a big hit, you die. That's how I feel sometimes. And I kind of want to just burn through. I know I'm kind of all over the place. I just want to burn through my Azurite. Because I've got quite a bit of it. 6,500. And I'm also 60%. I want to see how far I can get on this, on 6,500 Sulfite to the next level. That was easy. This is a long one. Ha 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 ha, idiot. Stupid chef. Teleported right into the mass grouping of monsters. That was really stupid. Back down to 50%. Yeah, maybe don't do that. Thanks, Doc. Appreciate the encouragement. You're doing great. Oh, thanks, Doc. I appreciate the encouragement. See how tone makes such a big difference? What the heck just happened? Holy crap. Okay. Can I not go that way? Can I pick a different... Can I somehow circumvent going this way? Because that was brutal. What the heck was that? Do anything you want, probably. Yeah. Hey, 28 scrolls of wisdom. Oh my gosh. It's almost a full stack of wisdom scrolls. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Get those rookie numbers up. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. That is one thing I do like about the Hexblast is I can just kind of, in a lot of those cases, just hang back just outside of where everything spawns and just hold hold my mine throw and detonate buttons and just watch things explode. Good grief, man. It still is just a joy to watch all of the purple explosions. So like I can probably hang out right about here and just throw mines and detonate. That's exactly what I did. Alright, so it looks like I was able to circumvent this node here. This is another one. I can just stand outside of the little wall here, and even if they do start to come at me, there's a choke point here. I almost forgot the name of that. Hex-proof contract. That's an instant sell. I'm definitely not going to be doing that one. Thank you. I really enjoy delving too. This is just fun for me. Bunch of monsters all packed together tightly. Delve isn't too shabby. I guess I can understand why, you know, some people don't like it so much. It doesn't really advance. Like, I don't know, I feel like the drops aren't very good. It takes a while for the drops to get good. And maybe it's not the most profitable league mechanic out there, but I don't know, man. It's good to just have something to do where you can just chill. Choose your own difficulty, basically. Find yourself underpowered, need a few levels to get there. Absolutely, it's good for XP. Hey now. I guess it's good for crafting bases too. Like, what wand is this? Moon Sorrow. I've probably gotten 4 of these. I'm hearing things. Let's go to here. Probably only be able to get 1 or 2 more. I don't need any flares. I just used 1. Good Exile right there. No! Dang it. I was doing so well. What? Both of the orbs just sold? Boom. Sick. Not bad. Okay. I don't think I can do another delve because that was getting ouchy. I didn't like it. Down to 56% now. Almost could get that level up. You know what? I haven't seen an essence in my maps in a long time. Like, in a really long time. I don't know. I don't think so. No? Breach, Abyss, Christian, Ritual, Blight, Ultimatum, Mirror, Delirium. Dude, I really don't think so. I don't even think there is something that can do that. Like, I don't mind seeing them every once in a while. I'm just done putting points into them. Because it's just not, it's not really worth it. People will swear up and down to put points into it, but I still don't see, I don't see it. Alright, so we need to do... Did I not finish Colosseum? Or did it corrupt into something else, I wonder? Maybe that's what happened. Sorry, my eyeball just dried out. Let's do this. Unidentified corrupted. Oh boy, okay. Give me just 45 seconds, I'll be right back. I feel like every time I take a quick little step away around the exact same time every stream. Because last time it was about an hour. Because I remember having to edit it out for YouTube. Okay, anyway, I'll be right back. Honestly, that may not even be worth editing out. I think that was less than 30 seconds. Just like your dog. Don't compare me to your adorable dog. That's not fair. To the dog. He is the bestest boy. Okay, well, that's fair. Alright, since I'm north of 50% to the level up, I'm gonna try hard it just a tiny little bit. So I'm not gonna do the Wildwood this map. Oh, Regalia.
Destroy the danger.
I need to take my finger off the frost blink button as he frost blinks. Nice. I really don't need jewelers. So today at work we had a team meeting. It's like our weekly team meeting. And I mean, everyone's been off, you know, pretty much everyone's been off for the last week or so. So there wasn't a whole lot of stuff to actually cover. So we had some extra time. And my boss was like, all right, look, you know, we don't have anything going on, nothing really to bring up. Does anyone, let's go around the WebEx and let's all share something about 2023 that we really enjoyed, like a great memory from 2023. And so I said that my trip to New York over the summer, that was a highlight for me. And she said, "Didn't you get a dog?" And I said, "Yes, but he's a terror, so I don't feel comfortable saying that he is the highlight from 2023 for me." "Didn't you get a dog?" "Madam, he is a miniature horse. He is a terror. His nickname is ISIS because he's a terrorist organization." I did not say that. I feel like that would have been a little insensitive to say out loud. But it's true. I mean, he's crazy. Didn't your NYC trip also kind of suck? It did, which is ironic that it was still a highlight. What is this? The Crown of Eyes, Hubris Circlet. Increased energy shields. Increases and reductions to spell damage also apply to attacks at 150% of their value. Interesting. The trip itself, we ended up accomplishing pretty much everything we wanted to. We just had to do it in a condensed time because of the air quality. But overall, we had a great time. I want to try to vol this thing and see if anything happens. Did it vol into 44% increased damage? It did. I might be able to get something for this. Let me try for 50C. And let's see what happens. Right, so tier 11 is done. Tier 12, I still... Oh, let's do the orchard. While I can... Alright, this is going to be another scary one. I just want to finish the dang thing, so I'm not going to do the wildwood. Need to do some yellow maps so I can get Nico in there. Alright, I'm not going to activate the Abyss.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take the Emperor's Luck. I hate when a pack of monsters like will spec my Quicksilver Flask, which is used when charges are full, and then I have to stop to pick up loot or something.
The chase begins. Open the challenge.
Nice. I do not like this boss, but that turned out okay. Just clean things up here. Get some XP, potentially get some loot.
Destroy the danger.
Oh, things are dropping way back here. Another Lionized Vision. Okay. I already have one in my inventory, in my chest. My stash chest. I want to know what my dang pack size was here. This feels very efficient. Not a lot of loot, but pack size 40%. I don't feel like that's particularly amazing. That was a risk going through the long way. Right. Those are interesting looking boots. Okay. Great. So I need the museum. Which is over here. Oh man, looks like the only one attached is the Jetto. Thankfully, I don't have to run it alchemy and whatever. But do I have any good corrupted? That's what I meant to say, corrupted. Red beasts, unique items, tormented spirits, Nico, an ultimatum encounter. That's only 9 chaos. Legion encounter. What map is? I forgot what map it is. Shaper Influence, Expedition, Harbinger, Tiv Cards, Breach, Abyss. Yeah, nothing really I want to run it right now. So we will just, you know what, I will add Nico there. Hey, I filled that in. Let's go. Let's see what's in store. Do. I will do the Wildwood this time. I think this is a Beyond encounter.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Yep. That wasn't too bad. Nice. What was that? Another chaos. Okay, I'll take it. I don't recall. Oh, museum. I'm looking for museum.
This way, Exile.
Got a purple plant. Purple plant. Alright, none of these were empowered. So not terribly scary. Just regular scary, which is to say, not at all. Mission complete. It is nice to have the Frost Blink as a get out of jail free card. Work on figuring out some gems tomorrow. All right. Well, you'll have a shiny new chest plate to do it on. Damn, that's everybody. Alright, cool. Put the other chest piece you've given me back in the... Okay, cool. No problem. Yeah, that's right. So we said museum. So I needed to do ghetto. For ghetto, I need crater or coves. If I had coves, that would be the one to do. Oh. Since I'm doing a yellow map, I should really use my yellow quest thingies, my yellow missions. Because when I get to 16, it ain't gonna be worth it. I'd say I'm surprised Billy isn't here, but then he's probably pop-up clamming. Yeah, that's generally what he does. I've been watching you trying to get good.
Just need a moment to catch my
The shots fired, Doc. Shots fired. Yeah, it didn't take me long to exceed. Oh, it's got another one of those dudes. Didn't take too long for me to exceed his level of progress once I got Hexblast running. Damn. I don't know, 2,000 yellow juice, that's pretty good. Can't imagine what it would take for him to actually care enough to that. I don't know, the way he sells it, it's not so much caring. It's just other things coming up that are higher priority or higher entertaining ROI.
Destroy the danger.
Maybe he'll last half the league in PoE 2. Maybe. That's saying a lot, Doc. So part of me, at least in my current level of entertainment, part of me wants to like get in on PoE 2 when it launches, just to say like I was there from the beginning. But then another part of me says, you know what, maybe let them work the kinks out for a league or two and then play. I'm sure it's just weird to play only the same part over and over. Yeah, that's true. I think he had only just gotten to yellow maps, maybe. So not a lot there. I don't need Orb of Unmaking. I need museum map. No, Billy likes the campaign so much, he only wants to play it and then will quit the league. Dang, 20 monsters left. Yeah, wow. This is one of my favorite maps, maybe my favorite map of all time. It's got a really good layout, very predictable. I'm not even going to stop and look. Let's go ahead and do Coves again. Einhar. Actually, you know what? Let's go Voltexic. Good old PoE campaigns, famous for its quality. Yeah. The thing that is totally skippable. Ooh, we'll do the Wildwood. Or another thing, yeah. It's another one of the primal people.
Hello.
Oh, the same one. 467. I don't have the wisps.
Trust the wisps.
Only got yellow wisps, really. It's going to show you how much progress between all the characters, but the campaign doesn't. Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
Stupid dog, you are chasing your own tail.
I don't know. I think I get that, though. Like, you're leveling a new character. You still get the gear from your other characters that you've played that far, that, you know, to that point. Blight. This is an absolutely atrocious map for Blight. Oddly enough, like, it's maybe my favorite map, but it's probably the worst map for Blight. Not that I particularly enjoy it. I'll do it if it's in a map that has a good layout. And I won't turn down a good blighted map if it's on like a dungeon map or something like that, but yeah. Yikes, that was really bad loot. Still waiting on museum. Hey, an essence! Actual essence mob is over there. Wow.
This way, Exile.
Nope, not that one. Yeah, we'll do this. I mean, in a lot of games, the idea would be to learn how to use the character and build and stuff, but considering so many builds don't even really start till post-campaign, that makes that moot. Yeah. But it's also, it's so old, you know, like they're stuck with what they built 10 years ago. And the game itself has changed a lot, but also the way that we play the game has changed, you know? Like, they can put all the skills in, but it's really up to the players that decide how things are working and what interactions there are and how you can min-max your skills and gems and stuff based on the items that you have. Like, that's another thing that the YouTubers and like the the big time guys, like they know all of the intricacies of all of the unique items you can get and interactions and stuff, and that's why they make build guides. They probably just sell you at $10 per league. Man, do you know how many people would buy that? They would make them billionaires. They would become instant billionaires.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Come on. $21 monsters left. Was there anything else here I needed to do? I'm not gonna do the blight. Seven, I think I saw... No? Okay. Goes there. Chaos resistance per endurance charge. Now wait a second. I've only got 3. Never mind. I thought I had a lot. I like frenzy charges. I've got 8. So that's 15% per endurance charge. Look at this. I'm not even maxed out on cold res. It's so embarrassing. Chaos, 23%. I could use the extra 15, but I don't know. Hey, this might be worth something. Put this in for 10. Undercut the market. This is garbage. Jinzor. No. So basically it comes down to, do I want 8% chance to suppress spell damage or 15%? Yeah, that's a no-brainer, I feel like. I need the chaos res. It ain't much, but it's 15%. Yeah, that's garbage. This is all bad. This, like, what are you? Okay. Let's get rid of all that. I didn't. Okay, I didn't mean to get rid of the one that I was using, but oops-a-daisy. There's a safe house I can go to. Okay. I kept wondering why Jen was trying to tell me stuff. Oh, there's an actual...
You have become tangled in our tapestry, Exile.
Oh yeah, and then I've got the
Another
amethyst flask.
our inexorable rise.
So that's not bad. That gives me an extra 35, so I'm up to 50 something, right? A Vorici.
You should have no trouble in that dark little cage, assassin.
Sulfide Scarab, my favorite. Ambush Scarab, not my favorite. Shaper Scarab, not horrible. Alright, 96% to the next level. I'm really all over the place tonight. I did not get the map I needed, did I? Nope. So museum needed ghetto, which needs crater or coves. I've got one there. Did I pick up a ghetto? No. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll go in with Nico. I should really be doing the tempo as well, but oh well. Not gonna do it. Yes, give me the blue. That's what I was kind of thinking you were doing, trying to bait Billy to show up or say something, come out of lurk, but maybe not. $500 yellow harvest juice, excellent, eh? Oh my gosh, I wonder if you could empower, like,
You will die alone.
Uber Shaper or whatever. Oh shit. Oh no, I died. No, no, no. Down to 86. I was at 96%. I want the fusings, hold on. I'm trying, Doc. I'm trying to stop dying. I'm so close. This could very well be the map that I love. Maybe not now that I died, but it could have been the map. There's another harvest. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not going to do the harvest right now. Thank you. That's not what I needed. Nice. Holy moly. There's our essences. And that's probably how I got the blight oils that I had in my inventory that I didn't know that I had in my loot from a delirium. Oh, I don't need a yellow map, even though it's coves and it's my favorite. Whew. Back to 91%.
This way, Exile. We need not the fruits, just the
So the blue harvest, not so bad to do. Not worth selling necessarily. But it's what's used to change the delirium, or the, yeah, delirium orbs to different versions. Alright, that was it. So it's still worth it to collect them.
Destroy the danger.
I don't need to fight the boss. Although this boss is really easy if I recall, so it probably won't be such a bad deal. Yeah. Like I was saying. 93. I'm gonna go back to the delve. I'm going back down to the mines. I am too close. I didn't even think I was gonna hit it. But now I'm this close. I kinda have to I have to try hard for it. I could potentially even get it on this pathway. It's a long path. I don't know, 7%, that's kind of pushing it, but stranger things have happened. Season 3. Doc, I don't know your I couldn't throw any mines. I already had out the maximum number of mines. Damn it. That hurt. 83%. All right, let's try again. Let's be a little bit smarter about this. Anyway, Doc, I don't know your entertainment preferences or time to have for recreation, but have you seen a new-ish movie on Netflix? I forget precisely the name of it. It's like the end of everything, or before it ends, or something like that. It's relatively new. I think it came out in December. Netflix exclusive with Julia Roberts. Have not. Okay. I'm not going to go back and see whatever loot made that sound. I watched Thanksgiving the other day. The only thing I watched lately. Thanks. Oh, I was looking at chat and I was not paying attention to the monsters.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Good grief, that Too close yet again. Up to 87. Yeah, okay. So it's not going to be as simple as I thought. Monster level 80. I don't really see anything that's piquing my interest. Try here. Oh yeah, this was a good one to do. I'll say this too, it has been so weird to like wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom or anything and be able to see crystal clear. A little bleary-eyed because I'm basically sleeping at that point, but man, it's crazy. Grants 21 level clarity. Interesting. %. Take those. I get vision pretty much it's only recently become an issue. No, I mean, no, I wouldn't say so. You know, if it's not been a lifelong thing for you, then just deal with it. You know. Robot eyes will be a thing one day. They make, you know, glasses are cool. Contacts are fine. You know, like, yeah. Each form of vision correction has its own pros and cons. 94%. Maybe I kind of want to try to get the level up and then call it quits for the night. So I'm pretty damn close. Dark Sticks. Hello. Good evening. Happy New Year. Oh, Doc, not that this is anything that you remotely care about, but it's just kind of funny because, I don't know, I just find this very funny, and it's something to talk about. So, my wife and I have a very, very fancy birthday party that we're going to near the end of the month. So I have to buy clothes. It's that kind of party where I can't just wear things that I have. I'm buying a coat, and I'm buying slacks, and it's crazy, right? So all my life, if I have, well, I'd say in all my adult life, if I've had trouble fitting into something, it's always been my waist. It's always been a thing, you know, like, oh god, my dang waist, you know. I'm getting bigger and bigger pants, and then it all just is whatever. Well, my waist has shrunk, so that hasn't been as much of a problem. In fact, I'm wearing pants that I haven't been able to wear in a long time. You know, it's been really cool. But in trying on clothes, I have a new problem, and it's kind of gross to say out loud, but my dang muscles are becoming a problem. Like, I was trying on pants, and they fit great in the waist, but over my thighs, my quads, it was kind of tight. And if I bent my knee up to like 90 degrees, it was really tight. I'm like, okay, this is an unusual problem. Jackets. I was having a problem with a coat because my dang triceps. I would get my arm in to like here, and I'd go, nope, this jacket's not going to work for me. With just putting an arm in, not even caring about how it fit here, it was just here. I'm like, okay, so now I'm having to wear what feels like a gigantic size for a jacket when it comes in. But it's because otherwise I wouldn't be able to fit my dang arm. That's why grown-ups use tailors. I don't got money for tailors right now, man. Are you kidding me?
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
And I don't want to be a grown-up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Damn it. I got the level up. I got the level up. Being a grown-up isn't fun. Truer words have not been spoken. All our lives, as children, we long and desire to become a grown-up. But then once you get there, it's like, this sucks. I miss having somebody else do everything for me. Yeah, exactly. Get those moments where you need an adult. And you're like, oh shoot, I'm the adult. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. I got some stuff to drop off. Oh my goodness, my eyeball. I think I need to go do some eyeball drops. Hey, we got the level up. Did not expect that to happen. But I know where my point is going. Hey, 3% chaos resistance. Nice. So with my chaos flask, I do have maxed out chaos res. I'm just slightly shy on cold, but I can live with that. I might need to get rid of Adziri's Promise here. It doesn't... I only get one use per use. It doesn't have enough charges to get 2 uses before it has to fully recharge. I do like the extra chaos damage. No, gain elemental damage as extra chaos. I don't do elemental. Chaos damage leeches life. But the effect that it's happening in is so tiny, it may not, it may be worth me just getting a normal amethyst flask, which I think I have hiding somewhere here, And maybe I can roll this better. In the way of my best friend, he says he shouldn't be allowed adult money. Yeah, that's another thing. You know, you're an adult, you can spend your money however you want. Maximum charges. 22 additional elemental resistances during effect. Hey now. Can I get used when full? Dang it. Well, I use travel skills all the time, so that's pretty much guaranteed to be up. But let me flop that out and then we'll see. So then theoretically, if I do this and then I hit my flask, everything maxed out. Okay. My problem at the moment is I'm saving for a house. I just want to buy Pokemon cards. Oh my goodness. Doc's got a point. You could just build a house out of Pokemon cards. Don't do that. Ooh. Goodly. Goodness. All right. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna call it here. I got the level up. Feeling good now. I got my flask situation. I just need to get a better enchantment on this, but other than that, it'll be pretty solid. I wouldn't mind it if it was used when adjacent flask is used or used when full. Although this is a really low level amethyst flask, so maybe I need to get a higher level one. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Alright, well, that's going to be it for me tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out, Doc. I really appreciate it, man. It's been really good chatting with you, or chatting at you. I should be live Thursday night. I don't see anything that's going to hold me back from streaming Thursday night. So right around 7:30 p.m. Eastern or 8 o'clock Eastern time. So basically right now, minus 2 hours or so, I should be live playing more PoE. And yeah, that's going to be it. So thanks again. Thanks, Dark Sticks. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night, everybody. And I will see you all hopefully Thursday, but see you next time. Okay, bye. And if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to hit that subscribe button and like the stream as well. Yeah. New season of the slow playthrough series should be happening in a few weeks, maybe 2 weeks, once the new stash tab sale comes out. So once that's there, that's gonna be happening. So something to think about, something to look out for. I'll take lessons learned from the first season and move into season number 2. Speaking of number 2, I gotta go. Thanks for making it this far, and thanks for all your support. Really do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.